The Chatham Anglers force a winner-take-all Game 3 in the East Division Series with a 3-1 win over the Orleans Firebirds on Sunday night here at Veterans Field. He's Drew Carter. I'm Max Herz. Time to reel it all in. Chatham comes back after losing 7-2 in Game 1 with a 3-1 victory to force a decisive Game 3 tomorrow. Chatham starting pitcher Austin Bergner, the key tonight, 5 innings, allowed just 1 run, struck out 6, and got out of a couple of big jams, too.
Bergner, exactly the guy the Anglers want on the mound, not just in this Game 2 with their backs against the wall, but also in those tight jams. Strands the bases full in the third. Orleans started with the top of the lineup, Jimmy Herron, Ethan Paul, both base knocks to get on board. They're both stranded as 2 of 3 guys left on base in the third inning. Then Bergner does it again in the 5th, stranding 2 men in scoring position, keeping the Firebirds off the board in that frame and preserving the Anglers' advantage.
Austin Bergner goes 5 full. Chatham Anglers get him some run support after he comes out of the game as well. Both teams scored in the 2nd inning. Chatham comes back with the 2 decisive runs on just 1 hit in the bottom of the 5th inning to take a 3-1 lead.
And Cody Roberts comes home in that frame on a strikeout. Jake Palomaki swings and misses at a slider that was so nasty. It got away from the catcher, Cesar Salazar, lost it immediately. He did a full 360 trying to identify where that baseball had gone. Still couldn't find it, and by the time he did, Cody Roberts was basically in the dugout already, making it 2-1 Anglers, and then Chatham adds 1 more run in that frame to take a pretty commanding lead, especially with the best arms out of the Chatham bullpen coming into the game.
Chatham up 3-1, headed into the 6th inning. Out of the bullpen for Chatham in the 6th inning, Adam Wolf, the lefty from Louisville, comes in, replacing Austin Bergner, and throws 3 scoreless innings out of the bullpen, preserving some of Chatham's late inning arms for tomorrow night. He induced a couple big double plays in his last 2 frames as well.
Yeah, one of the first things he said when I interviewed him after the game, Max, is what can you really say about the middle of that Chatham infield? A lot of chemistry between Josh Shaw and Jeremy Pena. Josh Shaw is the guy who starts both of those double plays, but I think for Anglers fans, the more encouraging thing, Jeremy Pena is the guy who finishes them with a turn at second base. Been a bit of a struggle for him in the field as of late, Jeremy Pena, but both those double plays, rockets from him at second base in time to get runners, speedy both times, bang bang plays both times. Jeremy Pena makes the nice turn, clean, effective, gets Adam Wolf out of those jams.
Jack DeGroat finishes it off with a scoreless 9th inning and a couple of strikeouts. Chatham bullpen has already pitched 9 innings through the first 2 games of this series, yet to allow an earned run. Head into a decisive Game 3 on Monday night at Eldridge Park in Orleans. Chatham sends lefty Jeff Belge from St. John's to the mound with the season on the line.
Jeff Belge, when he's on, he is on. He was a top 100 recruit out of high school in Syracuse, New York last year, ends up at St. John's. A bit of a Jekyll and Hyde act for him so far this summer, but when he's good, he rolls. 2 of the 3 shutouts for the Anglers have been with Belge as the starting pitcher. Hoping for the Anglers maybe that they can get another one tomorrow night. That might be a bit of a tough ask against this Orleans team, which had the best offense in the Cape League this summer. But if Belge comes out rolling, you're going to know it right away. And that's also really good for the A's in a decisive Game 3, because if he goes 2 innings and maybe he's struggling a little bit, got enough arms in the bullpen to come in and save him from that. Jeff Belge is the guy you want on the mound in Game 3.
This best 2 out of 3 series headed to a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow night. Jeff Belge, his last time out, 6 innings of 1-hit baseball, did not allow a run against the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox on Tuesday night, August 1st. He gets the call against lefty Ryan Rollison. The lefty from Ole Miss will be on the mound for Orleans. Chatham and Orleans, 7 p.m. East Division Championship Series after Chatham wins 3-1 in Game number 2. He's Drew Carter. I'm Max Herz. We have reeled in Chatham's first postseason win of 2017. Winner-take-all game Monday night.